today? It's Sad Love, and I'm back with more reaction videos. This time we're looking at Train Wreck Disasters, episode 24, 2014, Hoxie, Arkansas. Train collision 60 years later from Railfan K-Train Productions. Alright. Can we get at least one like on this video? That'll really help me a lot, and that'll let me know we're going to get closer and closer to reach 2,500 crew members. That's what I like to call my subscribers. So without further ado, here we go! Everybody's gotta be inspired. Why don't you be inspired by Mr. David's garden seeds? And narrator by oh dear. Who cares? Wait! Excuse me, let me finish my pizza slice. Shut up, phone. Nah, if you didn't catch that while I was trying to eat my food. It says warming. Warming. Not warning. Not warning. Warming. With an M. There's an M in between. Instead of warn, you replace the N with an M. What is going on? Okay. Warming. This video will contain some photo and video that might disturb some viewers. Don't say I warned you. Don't say I warned you. It's don't say I didn't warn you. Where's the date? Viewer discretion is an advice. Oh my god. We haven't even really gotten started. Yeah. Don't say I warned you. Viewer discretion is advice. And enjoy the video. Oh man. Off to a good start, of course.
It's never okay to sleep on the railroad, even if you're an engineer and conductor.
Is he so tired?
You can miss signals, including red signals, which can lead to deadly train collisions, which had happened in Arkansas 6 years ago today. This is the story of the 2014 Hoxie, Arkansas train collision.
Wait, let me see if I can find this messed up grammar on this. Train Wreck Disaster, episode 24. The 2014 Hoxie, Arkansas train collision 6 years later. A train wreck documentary by... Okay.
On August 16th, 2014, the crew members...
It sounds like some old audio from like early... Some old news channel, some old news station. What is
crew
this?
members were ordered to work on Union Pacific southbound freight train
Are you in a plane?
NL-16 at Poplar Bluff, Missouri. The train consisted of two locomotives with Union Pacific C44-9W9707 in the lead, which was painted new at the time, CSX SD70 Mac 4716 trailing, and 86 freight cars, including tanker cars loaded with chemicals. The engineer's name was Chance Grover, and the conductor's name was Roderick Haynes.
Meanwhile, the other crew members consisted of an engineer and
Oh my god, it's another person!
on August 16th,
Did we do this again?
at 9:45 p.m. in North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Is this a female?
Were ordered to work on Union Pacific northbound freight train IQNLPI-17
It's either a female or it's a little boy.
SD70M's locomotives with 5070.
I'm going with female. Watch, I'm gonna be wrong.
Trailing, and 92 freight cars, including some tank cars loaded with chemicals. The engineer's name is Michael Zampakis, and the conductor's name is Aaron.
This person's doing better than the other guy so far.
North Little Rock at 10:57 p.m. Meanwhile, the Union Pacific southbound freight train departed Poplar Bluff, Missouri on August 17, 2014 at 12:27 a.m. The two trains are face-to-face on the same track, but however, there is a way for them to pass safely. According to the instructions for the two trains, the Union Pacific southbound freight train has to stop on the main well. The Union Pacific northbound freight train enters the siding and continues on. Then the Union Pacific
What, you couldn't
southbound
read?
freight train
I already talked good about you. Don't mess this up.
Northbound train clears.
Don't jinx it.
At about 2:23 a.m., the southbound freight train engineer blows its
Oh,
horn
good. I thought it was
at
gonna hit my
the
camera.
And at 2:25 a.m., the southbound train passes. Event
I
approaching
can
signals
see
flashing yellow
you.
indicated to prepare to slow
Can
down.
you
No
see
more than 40 miles an hour.
me?
At the same time, the northbound freight train passed at an approved signal flashing yellow indicated to prepare to slow down no more than 40 miles an hour, which the northbound train did slow down. At 2:27 a.m., the southbound freight
I
train
can
passed
see
a solid yellow signal indicating to
Can
slow
you
down
see
to
me?
more than 30 miles an hour and prepare to stop at the next signal. However, the southbound train continued speeding up to 42 miles an hour and did not slow down. At 2:28 a.m., the southbound train passed the red signal, which was supposed
Have you
to
seen these
stop
documentaries? They
while the
never
northbound
slow
train
down.
was about to approach. A diversion clear signal, which allows the
All these
northbound train
tractors.
to enter the siding
All
as
these
the northbound train
CNs.
was about to enter. The siding, they spotted
You either
the
missing the
southbound
extra
train
N for
stop.
CNN
It was
or
headed
you
towards
guys are
them.
trying to
They
represent
tried to brake,
Cartoon
but however,
Network
it was too
in a
late.
very bad way. But then again, little kids do love trains. They love trains. They are fascinated by trains. So maybe this is good promotion. Or not. Okay. 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 Excuse me.
The two trains collided at 8:28 a.m. at the combined speed of 80 miles per hour. The force of the collision caused all four locomotives and 55 cars to derail. The 41 cars from the southbound train and the 14 cars from the northbound train. About 500 people within a 1.5-mile rate of the derailment were evacuated as precaution. One tanker car loaded with alcohol burned, and the product wasn't hazardous, and the fire responses allowed the product to burn itself out. The two crew members on the southbound train sadly died in the collision. They were killed by leaving the engine and then the wreckage hit them.
Seriously,
or they died
what
while
bike
trying
is
to
this
leave
guy
the building.
using?
While the other two crew members of the northbound train survived, but they were seriously injured. The damage estimated by the Union Pacific was to be $10.7 million. But what could cause this collision to happen like this? And why? Was it sabotage, suicide, or electric failure? What was it? The National Transportation Safety Board, or NTSB for short, investigates the crash. The investigators soon talked to the surviving crew members, and the surviving crew members stated that their trip went well until when they saw the southbound train coming. So the NTSB now focused on the southbound train crew, and they soon learned that the southbound train
is
crew
with
was
this camera?
sleeping before the collision. They were tired and did not get enough sleep, or they had a sleep episode. But however, there were some similar collisions that
Nothing
were
a little bit of
documented
coffee
by
can't
the
fix.
engineer
I mean,
and the
come on.
conductor. Just like the Goodwell train collision, when an eastbound intermodal train missed a red signal and collided into a westbound Autolac train, killing 3 crew members and injuring the 4th. And not to mention the 2011 Red Oak train collision, when the BNSF coal train collided into a maintenance away train because the engineer and conductor were awake, but they were half asleep and they were aware enough to reset the alerter. The collision claimed 2 crew members' lives, damaging the locomotives and destroying some railroad equipment. So the NTSB concluded that the probable cause of the
Is this
collision
another
was
guy?
the failure of the southbound train's
What is
crew
going
members.
on?
To respond to the signal identification required them to slow and stop their train at the control point because of their fatigue and
sorry.
falling asleep due to 1, the locomotive's engineer treated emotion sleepiness, 2, the conductor's radical work schedule, And 3, the train's crew operating in the early mornings when they're supposed to be asleep. But that was not all. The NTSB also listed some safety issues, like fatigue and employee working schedule, medical issues,
somebody's wires in the way.
medical rules, automobile systems that reset alerters devices, and a lack of positive train control, which might have prevented this collision. As a result of the investigation of this collision, the National Transportation Safety Board made new safety recommendations to the Federal Road Administration and all the railroad companies in the United States. Further, the National Transportation Safety Board reiterate 2 recommendations to the Federal Road Administration.
After the wreckage was cleaned up, the line was reopened and all the locomotives on both trains were total loss and scrapped. CSX 4716 was one of the first SD70 MAC to be scrapped after the collision.
6 years have passed since this collision occurred, and since positive train control is getting ready in 2020, we can all just hope that a collision like this can never be repeated in the future. Hello everyone, Ralph and Katrina Productions here, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching this video.
I hope you fix your warmings. But yeah, okay. It was an okay video for the most part. Okay, I thank you guys for watching this reaction or whatever. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe for more on my channel. Recommend me to some more videos you would like for me to look at. Ring that bell for notifications on upcoming videos. And until next time, I'm Send Love, and I'll see you guys soon!